out right. Branch inside. Bradshaw, Stabler back. Here comes the rush. He sidesteps. Can he throw? He can't. The ball flipped forward is loose. A wild scramble. 2 seconds on the clock. Casper grabbing the ball. It is all a fumble. Casper is recovered in the end zone. The Oakland Raiders have scored on the most zany, unbelievable, absolutely impossible dream of a play. Madden is on the field. He wants to know if it's real. They said yes. Get your big butt out of here. He does.
Welcome to the Ladies of Darkness, a member of the Crow's Nest Podcast Network.
Brought to you by DC4L Custom Tees and Captain Jack Rackham. If you know anyone who would be interested in sponsoring the ladies, hit us up. Make sure you catch Angria every other Tuesday on The Captain and His Wenches with Captain Jack Rackham, Heidi, and Peggy Holmes. Today on the show, Raiders are 5-2. Woo! We'll have a game breakdown and some of our favorite highlights of the last couple of weeks. We've been on a short break, but we're back to shower love and affection. We haven't had many responses on our contest for the point totals yet, so we're going to give it one more shot. Previous winners were Salt City Silver and Black and DCMW Mark. Mark has received his prize and will be sending out the others shortly, so get your picks in. If you have any suggestions on other contests or games you want to see, let us know. We are interested.
We are definitely interested. So you might notice that we have a soundtrack today because I don't have a babysitter. So the baby assassin will be sitting here watching One Little, Two Little, Three Little Indians. Oh, wait. No, it's dinosaurs now. Indians is not politically correct. So, no. And other songs as probably, sung in your childhood. But it's okay. He's always a good guest. Jack is great. Anyways. So, we have a humongous announcement in a few minutes. But first, I want to tell you, Jenny, about, I bought my dog a purse.
Okay, that's a little weird.
Why. I know. So she always rips up every stuffed animal she can find, right? She's just destructive. That's just what she does. It's in her DNA. So I decided that I'm just going to start going to the secondhand store and buying, toys. Buying her toys that she can rip up so she doesn't keep stealing the babies or keep stealing my daughters. And she likes those really, really big teddy bears that are almost life-sized. And I've already destroyed one of those. She used to carry it around by the neck and the crotch. So one or the other. Okay, so I went to the secondhand store and looked for any sort of stuffed animal that I could find that would probably hold up for, at least a few minutes. Mm-hmm. Most of them don't. So I found this poodle purse and it's really cute. Well, it was. It's already gone. Just so you know. I found this, and it's adorable. It's like a little French poodle. It's pink. It's got little handles and a zipper pouch on the back. And so I decided, okay, well, I'm going to use that for treats. And I brought it home, and I put a cheese stick in it, like a mozzarella string cheese, because that's usually what I use for her for the big treats. So I put that in the pocket, and she played with it for a while, and she was, for a few minutes, carrying it around by the little purse handles. It was really cute. Adorable. And once she found the cheese, she was happy about that. But then, of course, she proceeded to rip it up and she wanted to play tug-of-war with it because that's another pit bull thing to do. They like tug-of-war. Mm-hmm. I'm sure all of you that have a bully can relate to that. So she's ripped this thing open completely. She tore the ear off when we were playing tug-of-war with it. So one piece down, one body part gone. And it didn't take her very long to pull the rest of it open so she could get all the stuffing out, because that's her favorite part. She doesn't eat the stuffing, luckily, but she likes to pull it all out. So
yeah, Shadow does that too.
Oh my gosh, it's ridiculous.
And then he carries around the skin of the stuffed animal.
Yeah, that's what she does. It's similar to a bird she killed this summer. She killed a bird. I don't know how she caught the damn thing, but she carried that thing around for like a week before I finally caught her with it. And she was so proud of herself. So proud of herself. She walked around. You know how when the dogs are smiling when they're walking around holding something in their mouth and they got their ears back and they're so excited? She was just, I mean, I get it. Dogs are still hunters. Ultimately, they're omnivores and they still got that instinct. But I felt really bad because this poor little Robin, he died. He sacrificed himself for my dog to be able to hunt. So,
moment of silence for the bird.
Yeah, I know. A moment of silence. Okay, that's it. So the pink purse is no more. She does have the skin though. It's the same thing. She's got the head and she's got the body skin. So she's walking around with that like Hannibal Lecter. It's fine. She's named after the movie anyways. Clarice is from Silence of the Lambs.
Yes.
But I took all the stuffing and I repurposed it. And I'm so smart.
You are.
So smart. I try. So the corners of my couch were exposed because she had been chewing on them and the cats had been scratching them and stuff. So I found this old pair of scrubs that I had that were ripped right up the butt. And I molded those around the couch. They are almost the same exact color. I know. Didn't I do a good job, Jack? And that way he won't. And so I molded them around the couch and stuffed the stuffing in there. And it's great. It's like those bumper things that you put on the corners of your tables and stuff so your toddlers don't, put a hole in their head. And so far so good. It's really puffy and I'm very proud of that.
That's awesome. How long do you think that'll last before Clarice finds out?
She hasn't been chewing on the couch as much since she's not teething anymore. So I think we're okay. But Bruce already started to christen one side of the couch. I did it on both of the corners. And yeah, so he's already discovered it. And he's like, oh, good. Something else to rip up.
With his 42 toes that he has.
I know. He's polydactyl for anybody who doesn't know. He's got 6 toes on each of his front feet. It's crazy. He looks like he's walking on flippers.
He has a thumb. He can open pickle jars and
I know, ketchup, doors. Whatever I need.
Yeah.
He actually can open doors. It's creepy. And so anyways, moving on. That was my story for the day. And now Jenny has some huge news. Drum roll, please.
Well, first, I don't know if I can even top that cool purse story, because who could?
I think this is going to top the cool purse story.
Well, in not too long in the near future, we will be welcoming a new member to Raider Nation. Because I am having a baby.
Yay! You're so excited!
Yay! Me too. I've been really reluctant to tell people because we've been trying to have a baby for a long time and it has not gone well. So we're praying that this works out, but I've waited, I think, long enough and things are going great.
You're what, 12 weeks now?
Yep.
So that's kind of the little hump you need to get over. Once you hit 12 weeks, there's a lot lower chance of anything happening. So
yes.
Yay!
My doctor said I'm through the scary part, and now we just keep on trucking.
Yep. So excited. I think she's having a boy. Your grandma, who is psychic, right? She's psychic.
Yeah. Yep.
What does she say?
She told me it's a boy. She wasn't even like, it's probably a boy. It might be a boy. She said, it is a boy. Like, just straight up.
We like boys. Boys are much easier. I can attest to that. I've had both. And, yeah.
Girls are scary and mean.
They are. They're rude. They're snotty. They're a lot harder to diaper, too. I know that seems like a really weird situation, but I tell you what, there's holes and crevices and things that you really have to worry about that you don't have to consider with a boy. It's just one big canvas. You just wipe it clean, make sure all the little folds are taken care of, and that's it. You're done. The girls, there's a lot more. It's a lot more intricate. So, yeah, I'm sure parents can relate. Well, ask Kane. Kane's got both. Oh, Sean has both too. So,
Yeah.
I'm sure Kenny can attest because Kenny has a little girl. He doesn't have a little boy, but I'm sure he's gonna.
Well, Kenny hasn't changed a diaper for some time, so
It's been a while. That's true, but I hadn't changed a girl diaper for quite some time either. My daughter is going to be 18 in 2 weeks.
No way.
Yes. Way.
Wow.
And I did do the piñata for my son who turned 21 about a month ago. And that went over like gangbusters. He was very excited. I've shared the video with a couple of friends, and I'll try to share it on our page. I'm still considering that, but we'll see. He was real excited though.
Aw, that's cute. All your babies were born around the same time. That's cool.
They are all within about a month of each other.
That's funny.
September
Fall
29th.
babies are awesome.
October 2nd. Those are my boys, and then November 6th is my daughter.
Huh.
So, yep.
Well, that's
we know
cool.
what I do in the dead of winter. No question about it. It gets really boring
can you
up
do
here.
when it's
exactly.
cold? Yeah.
There's not a whole lot.
Yeah.
Anyways, all right, let's move on because we got football.
Yay. In case you haven't heard, we got a new phone number set up. Give us a call. It's 559-862-4763. Again, that is 559-862-4LOD. And also check out our website at ladiesofdarkness.com.
Make sure if you do call, leave a message. You can text us too. That's fine.
Yeah.
But we keep getting less spam calls, which I think is normal for... That's a Google Voice number, so that's pretty normal, I suppose. But it's really annoying. So, anyways. All right, Jenny, let's do it. Time for team news.
I want better execution. Are we clear on that? I want better fucking execution.
So, the Raiders returned home this week after an awful road stretch with losses to the Chargers and the Bears. They're losers. They're a bunch of losers.
They loses.
I try not to think about those games, but it happened. But with new coach Rich Bisaccia, man, that is hard to say. Mm-hmm. He breathed new life into this team. He's currently the only undefeated coach in the NFL. I know, that's awesome. I mean, it's not saying much because there's only been 2 games, but whatever. We'll take it.
Mm-hmm.
He's been great, by the way. I love him. He always looks so happy. So we hosted the Eagles, who were a top 5 rated passing defense and had 2 top ranked pass rushers in Hargraves and Cox. But somehow our offensive line kept a clean pocket all day long, and the Eagles weren't able to record a single sack, and the Raiders won handily 33-22. Derek Carr carved up the defense like Thanksgiving turkey.
He was awesome.
Yes, he was.
The balance that Bisaccia provided in the play calling made a huge difference in the overall gameplay.
That's for sure.
Just for reference, the Raiders had 323 passing yards and only 119 rushing yards, but 2 of their touchdowns were rushing touchdowns. And the play calling was a mashup that we haven't seen in a while. We didn't fumble the ball. The Eagles fumbled it twice. And the Raiders controlled time of possession with 32 minutes and 13 seconds. So, as I mentioned, our top 2 runners, Drake and Jacobs, as usual.
Yay!
They both had a rushing touchdown, along with 2 receiving touchdowns from Brian Edwards and, shocker, Foster Moreau. I did a quick podcast last week with... I jumped on with JC Eagles Talk on Twitter. You can look him up. It was fun. I had a lot of fun. It was a good time. He's great. I think he's really interesting and personable, and he's also very knowledgeable when it comes to the games and when it comes to his team. A couple of things, however, he was really the only concern he had really was covering, obviously, Hunter Renfrow, Ruggs, and Waller. And I told him, and after last week, or the week before, he said, I found out who Brian Edwards is, so I guess we got to figure out how to cover him too. And I was like, well, you got to consider also Derek has a lot of weapons, and you need to watch out for Foster Moreau.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't believe me.
Well, he should.
He should. Maybe he'll go back and believe me next time.
I love Foster Moreau.
I do too. I think we have an outstanding tight end room.
Yeah, we do.
Really good looking too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I felt kind of sad for Waller because it was National Tight End Day and he couldn't play.
I know.
But it gave others a chance to shine.
Yep, he did. And that's all that matters. Derek's back here
Did your
booping.
baby
Sorry.
just fart? Oh.
He burped. All right, so on the heels of that, the Raiders are now number 1 in the AFC West.
No way.
And some love for Yannick Ngakoue, who, if you'll recall, was my top off-season pick.
Mm-hmm.
He was named Week 7 AFC Defensive Player of the Week.
Yay!
Oh.
He totally deserved it with 4 tackles, 2 for loss, 2 sacks, 2 quarterback hits, and 2 passes defensed. Crazy.
It was the day of twos.
It was.
Between him, Crosby, and a whole bunch of other guys, that defense was looking pretty good.
Damn
I was
straight.
very impressed.
Me too.
So it's bye week.
Boo!
Our boys had a chance to get a rest. Jacobs got dinged up during the game, and Waller was out, obviously. A couple of our defensive guys got a little nicked up, so it's a good week. Yeah, they can rest. I know none of us like having a bye week, but it is what it is, and it's got to happen.
It does.
The next game is versus the Giants in the Meadowlands. I don't even know if they still call it the Meadowlands, but I'm old, so hopefully we'll win that one. I hate to say we should win it handily, but I think we are definitely the better team. So let's hope there's no trap game. That would be really stupid.
I'm always a little worried after bye week because, I mean, it can always go either way, but it seems like after bye week, we suck.
Yeah.
Or most teams suck after bye week. I don't know what it is, but I'm kind of bummed we don't get to play on Halloween, but it's also good because I'll be distracted, so I won't be too sad about missing football.
Yeah. That'll be okay.
Yeah.
I don't even know when Halloween is. What, Saturday? Sunday?
It's Sunday.
Yeah. Well,
the
boys need to
Cowboys
rest.
play.
So.
Yeah. Cowboys play Sunday Night Football, so Mark's like, can we take Aaliyah trick-or-treating during halftime? I was like, we might have to go a little longer than halftime, but
yeah.
Sure. As we discussed a little earlier, get your guesses in for the next game before kickoff, and you'll win some cool swag if you're closest. Our last winner won by default because nobody else entered. So get your guesses in, even if you're 10 points off. If you're the closest, you win.
Yep. Total points. We don't need a breakdown. We don't care. You want to just say 65? That's fine.
Yeah. My guess is 42-3.
So 45 total.
Yes.
All right, cool. Well, I would love to see that. It would be a fantastic score.
Yes, it would. Although last time I guessed a score like that, we lost. So I'm just going to keep my mouth shut.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we don't see... we beat the hell out of the Broncos. That was good. That was probably not unexpected by anyone. And previously we lost to the Bears. So hopefully that was our only trap game. I mean, the Bears are not a bad team. They're really not. Their defense is still pretty good. They just have some offensive woes. And our defense didn't step up enough. And then before that, we lost to the Chargers, which I wasn't shocked about.
No, you called that.
Yep, I did. But the Chargers are a good team. But right now, we're beating them in the AFC West. I just want to remind everybody of that. So, yeah.
Yay.
Let's see. And then I can't wait until we get to talk about the Chiefs game.
That's the best.
Chiefs preview. It's coming up. Don't worry, folks. We'll get to it after the bye week. So let's do news outside the nation.
To satisfy your passing fancy with the rest of the league,
here's the news outside the nation.
Whatever.
All right, so I'm sure all y'all heard about this, but it's hilarious, so I want to talk about it. During the Bucks game, Tom Brady threw his 600th touchdown, and Mike Evans gave a fan the ball because he was wearing a Mike Evans jersey. This fan was then approached by a team staffer and agreed to give the ball back. The fan ended up getting 2 signed jerseys and helmet from Brady, a signed Evans jersey, Evans game cleats, a $1,000 credit at the team store, and 2 season passes for the rest of the 2021 season and the 2022 season. He's also getting a Bitcoin from Brady worth $62,000. Like,
Damn.
whoa.
However, what did the analysts say that ball would probably be worth?
Oh my gosh. I don't know. Why don't you tell me?
$500,000. I don't think he got that in return with all the shit he got.
No.
But, oh well. Your call, dude.
It was really nice of him to give the ball back. Like, super nice. And he said he didn't do it for anything, but he would have liked to go play golf with Brady as a payment. But I don't know if he knows how much that ball would be worth. Like, I don't want to be a mean person, man, but I wouldn't give that ball up for anything.
Yeah, that would. I don't know that I would either. I mean, whatever, you know. It's good fan behavior.
Yeah, it really
Proud
is.
of you, dude. Good job.
I wonder how Mike Evans felt about it afterwards.
Oh, I think he probably felt really stupid. Like,
Yeah.
Dude. I think they made him go back and ask the dude for the football back. At least that's
really?
what it looked like to me. Yeah. So
I've read many different stories on it, and who knows.
Yeah. No, actually, you know what? I'm incorrect. I remember seeing the clip of him. He was sitting on the sideline, and somebody comes up to him, and he was like, "Oh shit!" This look in his face is like dread. Oh my god! And so they sent a team representative to go talk to the guy, and that the rest is history. That's going to go down in football history as one of the
for sure.
most ridiculous things ever.
It's so funny.
Oh my goodness! So Jenny, what was your game of the week?
I really didn't care for many or any of the games aside from the Raiders game this week, but the Falcons-Dolphins game was kind of exciting, which is funny to say because really, the Falcons and the Dolphins.
Yeah.
Matt Ryan threw for 336 yards, and the Falcons got a last-second field goal to beat the Dolphins. I really thought the Dolphins were going to win that game, but it didn't end up that way, which is fine.
Yeah. I only watched, clips of that. I watched Red Zone.
Yeah.
So I saw, when they were coming up and going down and bits and pieces of the highlights and stuff. It was a really back and forth game from what I could tell. So I'm glad you got to watch it and you were excited about it. They did have, I got a note, they had a record in there. So Kyle Pitts of Atlanta, he had the second most receiving yards by a rookie tight end since 1970 with 163. Damn!
Wow.
That's a lot of damn receiving yards.
Yeah, it is. That's crazy. What about you?
Mine was the Chiefs versus the Titans.
What? How could that be? Why?
Entirely selfish reasons. It was just a lot of fun to watch the Chiefs get manhandled. They got destroyed, and there's no question about it. It was ridiculous and hilarious for those of us who are anti-Chiefs.
Yes.
Andy Reid is now 1-8 against Tennessee, which is his worst record versus any franchise.
Clarice, God damn it, knock it off!
The Chiefs got destroyed 27-3. I just would like to make sure that is known and pointed out.
Yes, and laughed at.
Tennessee was all over that field. Even though Tennessee didn't score at all in the second half, the Kansas City waited until the second half to score their 3 whole points. But Tennessee's defense was on Mahomes like flies on shit.
Oh, yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. I have Mahomes and Tyreek Hill on my fantasy team. And, that's a great duo to have. Well, it used to be.
Usually.
Because Mahomes scored a total of 7.74 points. And Tyreek Hill got 12.
Nice.
Yeah. In previous weeks, it was like 22-22. And I've seen Tyreek Hill score upwards of 50 points before. So, yeah, that's upsetting. But whatever. I'd rather have the Chiefs lose and lose all of my fantasy games.
I concur. This week, Tyreek Hill only had 49 yards. And he was 6 of 9, which is... usually he does a little bit better than that.
Oh, yeah. And he usually has more than 9.
Their
targets.
leading receiver was Byron Pringle. How often do we hear that name? Not very. He had 73 yards. Nobody broke 100, which is funny. Travis Kelce only got 65. And he was only 7 for 12.
Wow.
That's ridiculous. That's close to 50%, which is kind of unheard of for him.
I honestly think it's because of the way Mahomes was passing.
It was. No doubt about it.
Awful.
Yeah, he was bad. He threw, how many interceptions did he throw?
I think it was somewhere like 32.
It was one interception. He didn't throw any touchdowns, obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously. He fumbled twice, lost one of them. Nicole Hardman fumbled and lost it. It was not their day, and Raiders fans across the country rejoiced.
Yes.
You know what's funny? And I have to give some credit to Kenny King Jr. Thank you for pointing this out. On Sunday, Derrick Henry had more more touchdowns total than Patrick Mahomes did. But more passing touchdowns is the more important part of it, because Derrick Henry threw this really cool.
Oh, that was fun.
They were lined up in Wildcat, which they do, I guess, pretty often. But it was it was awesome. And then he threw a touchdown. Cool. Anyways,
I thought that was very unselfish of him, because he was about to run that, and he's like, "Oh no, I probably can't do that," so he threw it, and I thought that was nice. Yeah.
And I think that was his only touchdown that day. Let me double check. Yeah, that was his only touchdown. It was a passing touchdown. It was awesome. He actually wasn't his regular stellar King Henry. He only ran for 86 yards. I don't know if they were just way too excited to play the Chiefs, whose defense is less than stellar this year. It's usually less than stellar, but it's even less than it usually is. So
less than less.
So they suck. And Kyle Brandt summed it up really well on Good Morning Football when he made a very bold statement that the Titans ended the Chiefs. Personally, I think the Chiefs ended the Chiefs. But
oh, yeah, for sure. Patrick Mahomes is inadvertently.
They figured him out.
Chiefs.
Yeah, they figured him out. It was bound to happen. It was going to happen eventually. You can only do so many trick plays the same way over and over and over again before people start realizing what you're doing. And he gets really flustered. He's just not as good this year at avoiding sacks as he has been previously. So I don't feel bad that they're in last place.
Neither do I.
Not even a little bit. I do have to give one incredible prop to a player from the Bengals. By the way, the Bengals had a great game against the Ravens.
Holy crap, yeah, they did.
Oh my gosh, that was amazing. And they're making their statement. We're coming for you. Jamar Chase, their rookie wide receiver, is making a play for not only Rookie of the Year, but possibly Offensive Player of the Year. That man is lights out right now. He has 35 receptions, 754 yards in 6 TDs already. And we're halfway through the season.
Wow.
Pretty outstanding.
Well, as long as they don't beat us.
Yeah. We're gonna have to make sure to contain that.
Yes. And I think we can.
I think so too. We got that new guy with the weird name who is playing really, really well. Faison or Faison. Somebody tell me how to pronounce his name. I really have no idea.
No.
I think it's Faison, but I don't know.
That's how I'm hearing it pronounced, but I don't know. If I try and say it like phonetically, it doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, no, it's not at all.
Faison.
But we'll go with Faison for now.
Okay, that's fine. Works for me. So, in other news, Zach Ertz went to Arizona, which is weird seeing him on a different team.
Mm-hmm.
And Arizona, damn, they have not lost the game. They're going to lose this weekend, though. Just letting you know. Throwing that out there.
Are they playing the Cowboys?
No. They're playing the Packers. And they can't keep this going, is what I'm trying to say.
They're not sustainable?
No.
One thing to remember is they did just put Devontae Adams on IR. So that's going to hurt a lot.
It could.
So we'll see how Aaron Rodgers works that out. But Zach Ertz, first game with the Cardinals, first game in a red jersey, already scored a touchdown.
Yep. Do you think the Cardinals could go undefeated?
No, I don't. I think they're going to get too cocky. Kyler Murray, I'll give him some props. We were definitely wrong about him getting murdered because he's so tiny, but he is still arrogant. And I think his arrogance catches up to him.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
Any other trade rumors?
Tua. Tagovailoa.
Yeah.
Tagovailoa. There's been some...
Yeah.
Tagovailoa. I looked that up on how to pronounce it, and the robot on my phone was like, Tagovailoa.
Awesome.
Anyways, there's some trade rumors involving Deshaun Watson. I don't know what's going to happen with that.
Yeah. There's a lot of different things to consider on that.
Yeah.
We don't know if Deshaun Watson's even going to be eligible to play because of the legal issues going on right now. And
yeah.
Tua broke some ribs just a couple weeks ago.
Oh.
And he played okay this weekend though.
Yeah.
Wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
I like him.
There's some other random rumors and crap going on ahead of the November 2nd trade deadline, so we'll see what happens. I am not certain that we are not going to trade somebody. But I don't know that Bisaccia wants to get into that right now, so he might not even want to touch it. We'll see.
I don't want him to.
I don't either. A lot of people want to get rid of Arnett, which I totally get it.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. Hopefully. I think he's been kind of a waste of space. And Cleve Ferrell, which I am not a fan of getting rid of him, but I can understand the reasoning behind it. Because he doesn't have much of a place right now. Yeah.
But why mess with something that isn't broken right now? I mean, we're doing fine.
I agree.
Our line needs to quit getting flagged. That drives me fucking crazy.
Yeah.
The stupidest flags.
Yeah, we do have some really dumb flags. We only got flagged 7 times on Sunday though.
Only
7. It's pretty good for us. Come on.
It is.
But to your point from earlier, they did a really good job this weekend. I think
they did.
We saw a different kind of line that showed up.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe that is a testament to Derek Carr's play calling on the line or Bisaccia's game plan or what have you. But however they did it, it worked.
Yeah. Keep it up. Yes. I love our team right now.
Me too. We were going to have Heidi on, but we are not able to have her on yet this week. So we will hope to have her on next week. But you can always catch her on the Only Nation podcast.
Sweet.
So I guess, Jenny, it's time for the good news. Let's do our lady killer.
Yay.
Who's that lady killer?
All right.
right. Who's yours?
Easy peasy. My lady killer is Derek Carr. Right? Thir- completed 31 of 34 passes, 323 yards, 2 touchdowns. He has 2 of the 3 highest completion percentages in NFL history, only losing to Breeze, whose highest was 96.7. That's really hard to beat. But he had a completion percentage of 91.2 this past Sunday and 90.6 in 2018. So that's second and third place, which is amazing. And he's been doing so well this year. I can't even, I'm so happy with him.
How could anybody not be? I don't know. Just drives me insane.
I haven't heard much out of the Carr haters recently. I mean, I haven't really been going on social media much, but I don't know what they can say. He's been doing great.
Yeah.
He's been throwing really nice deep passes. He's been trying to get out of the pocket a little more, and you know.
I agree. I think this change in play calling has made a humongous difference. And even before that, he was still playing like an MVP. So, say what you want. That's fine.
I was really
He's had
concerned.
some woes in the past.
Yeah. I was really concerned about what would happen to him when Gruden left, because they were bosom buddies. But obviously, he's doing just fine.
Yeah. Maybe he's playing it in memory of Gruden. Who knows? We're not going to talk about Gruden. It's been beaten to death. Yeah. So, anyways, that's all we're going to say.
Yep. So who's your lady killer?
My lady killer has to be our defense.
Well, duh.
This week, our defense was awesome.
Yeah, it was.
Okay, so the leader of the defense, in my opinion, I don't think there's a lot of disagreement, but Max Crosby, that man is bad. I tell you what.
Yeah, he is.
Okay, if you haven't seen it, if you have not seen the leaping stop at the goal line that he made, go look it up, because that was fan-freaking-tastic. They were, I believe, on the 2-yard line, the 1 or 2 yard line, right in front of the goal. The Eagles were about to, they basically quarterback sneak. He leapt over the entire offensive line to stop that.
Yeah. It was incredible.
That's why Mooch calls him the Condor, because he's all over the place. The man is so lanky and tall and big. He seems like there's no nook or cranny that he can't find.
That's for true. That was awesome. And just think, like, any time ago, a year, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, that would have been a touchdown, an easy touchdown for the other team. Like, how often do you see a team get stopped on the 1 yard line? That doesn't happen very often.
Especially against our defense, it's not happened.
Right, of course. So they didn't get their touchdown, and it was all thanks to Crosby and our defense.
Yep.
So yay.
And our defense was all over the field. If you haven't noticed yet, that bookend double combination of Ngakoue and Crosby they are game wreckers. They are getting to that point where they will wreck your offense. And the Eagles have a really good offensive line. However, we still got 2 sacks. We scored 3 tackles for loss, 7 passes defensed, 2 fumble recoveries, one of them from Corey Littleton, one of them from Jonathan Abram, who, by the way, is playing really, really good this year, much better than he was. He still needs to work on his tackling, but he's like a different dude. Yeah. So his coaching has made a ton of difference. Brandon Faison, as we mentioned him earlier, he was all over the field. The man was making plays, man. He was doing a great job. That's week 2 that he's been playing like a starter in the NFL. And between all of our guys, man, it was just awesome. So you really have to watch the highlights of our defense and how well they're doing against. They're doing really well against the run, and their pass defense is getting a lot better. The pass rush is great. Our problem is the secondary, and I think it's getting better. So, it's all good things. It's all exciting to see. I can't wait for the next game. I really can't wait for the Chiefs game. It's
I know.
going to be awesome because I think that I think we're going to have a good game. I do.
Me too.
We'll see how they do next week or this coming week.
When are they
see
on
if they
bye?
get destroyed. They're like week 13 or something.
Oh, okay.
Let me look.
Week 12.
12, okay.
Same as Arizona. This week? They play Monday night against the Giants.
That may be a good matchup. I don't hate to say that. I really don't. But there's only a 1-game difference between those two. I would like to also note that KC has allowed 32.3 points per game at home this season.
Wow.
Rejoice. That is kind of ridiculous. That's not something we've heard from them in a long time. So I'm okay with it. So anyways. And also our defense, by the way, is now currently 7th in the league in sacks. We have 18 sacks, which is more than we had a couple seasons ago in the entire season.
That's
or almost as many. I don't know. We're on track to be much better than we were. So anyways, I guess let's go to the bad news now. Seriously, bro.
We all have our moments. Some of them earn a place on our wall of shame. Seriously, bro.
So, I heard you have your own Seriously Bro you'd like to talk about.
I do. I want to talk about you people who watch football casually and bitch about the Raiders even though you wear Raiders jerseys and you have no idea what you're talking about. My example, I'm not even talking about Twitter. I'm not talking about online because all the people online are, armchair GMs and coaches and whatever you want to do. That's fine. And, but I'll leave it at that. But I am a member of the Booster Club here. And we go, on Sundays or Mondays, whenever we have games, meet up at a local pub and enjoy our games. And there's one particular fan who drives me insane. First of all, he bitches on every single play. There was holding, or that was holding. There's holding in every single play. Let's not beat around the bush about that because you can call it on every single play. It's just a matter of how blatant it is and whether the refs catch it.
Right.
I will agree that no, it's not. I will agree completely that they do hold Max Crosby a lot.
Oh yeah.
Double, triple teams sometimes. It's ridiculous. But this weekend was a new low. This man said he didn't see the point of having Alec Ingold on the team. Are you seriously, bro?
Seriously?
What? Seriously? He said that.
What's wrong with Alec Ingold? Tell me.
I don't know. He didn't really have a response. But this was kind of early in the game or before the game, before Alec Ingold made a humongous reception. And he did what Alec Ingold does, which is just do whatever he needs to do. He's wherever he needs to be. He is, there's only a few fullbacks in the league, but he's one of the best. I would put him right up there with Kyle Juszczyk. They use Kyle Juszczyk a little bit more than they do with Alec Ingold. He did have a rip-off run of 29 yards. He had one reception. Didn't score any touchdowns this week, but he's scored touchdowns almost every week. So give the man a break. Jesus. Did you watch him on special teams too? He was a beast. He's a lead blocker and he is a great tackler. So You put him on special teams, and he's gonna rip somebody up. So, anyways, if I ever hear that again, seriously, bro. If I ever hear that again, I'm going to throw a fit. I might throw something else too. It's going to be crazy. What is wrong with you? How do you not love Alec Ingold? Okay, you don't have to love him, but at least appreciate what he does. Jesus,
Seriously,
people.
bro.
Seriously, bro. What the hell is wrong with you? And I'm not going to get into your car haters. Like Jenny said, you've been quiet for a while, and we appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
So,
keep it
screw
shut.
you. Keep it shut. Seriously, bro.
Seriously, bro.
And on that note, let's wrap it up.
Hell yeah. Thanks for joining us on Ladies of Darkness, a Crow's Nest Podcast Network production. If you're interested in donating some money to keep the ladies in the dark, please do so. I could really use some money from my coming baby.
Mm-hmm.
Our PayPal link will be up on all of our social media accounts. Coming soon, more of us. So make sure you subscribe to us in your favorite podcast app to get all of our shows.
Don't forget our new number, 559-862-4LOD, and ladiesofdarkness.com. You can find me every other Tuesday on The Captain and His Wenches. Remember that. We do have, I think he does a simulcast YouTube. You can find it on YouTube. Or you can go to the Captain's Galleon on Facebook, and he posts the links on there every week. Keep an eye out on our social media. Get your guesses in. You don't have to do them now because obviously we have a week until we need to worry about it, but you can send it anytime. We don't care. Watch for our social media pages for events, giveaways, and make sure you get in on the action. So, Jenny, we're 5-2.
Hell yeah. Let's go Raiders.
Go Raiders.
And have a good and safe Halloween.
Yes. Don't dress up like John Gruden because that might be awkward.
That was actually my costume, so now I'm just going as Lady Chucky.
All right, cool. We'll take it.
Yep.
All right. Talk to y'all next week.
Bye.